Hey guys, it's Drummond. Welcome back to my channel. If you haven't already, make sure you click that subscribe button and turn on that notification bell so you know whenever I'm posting my next video. So today's video, I wanted to talk about my near-death experience. So if any of you guys have watched my channel for a while, you would have seen the video where I did a life update and started talking to you about my car accident that I was in. So it was an experience that kind of happened really quickly, but it definitely changed my perspective on a lot of things. So when it happened, it was actually a hurricane going through Virginia, and I was driving down a road, and when I was coming around a curve on a hill, there was actually water running across the road, and as soon as my front tires hit it, I just started spinning. And my car ended up hitting the mountain several times. So I hit the front of my car first, then it kind of spun around and hit the back. And apparently, according to the person that was watching my car flipped up on its side. When it hit the bank third time, it flattened it back down, and then I ended up spinning one more time and smashing into the mountain before I ended up stopping. Thankfully, my car ended up hitting that side of the road instead of going to the other side, which was a guardrail down over a cliff into ongoing traffic on the other side. But that whole experience happened so quickly, and I'd actually stayed the night in Charlottesville that night with my boyfriend at the time because I was like, I do not want to drive in this hurricane rain. It's not safe. And honestly, now every single time I pass that spot, I just kind of cringe a little bit and my body just tenses up because I just remember that feeling of like spinning and crashing and hearing my car just like crunch underneath the pressure of smashing into the hill. And honestly, it was a crazy experience. And a lot of times people talk about like light flashing before their eyes. And for me, I just kind of sat there and I was just like, oh my gosh, like I almost died and I was almost taken out of my nephew's life, my sister's lives. And I was just like, there's so many things that I still want to do with my life. And I just kind of sat there and I was like, wow, all of that could have just ended so quickly. And it really made me start looking at life and realize that when it comes to the important things, which are my relationships with the people around me, you really don't want to ever leave that like on a bad note. Honestly, when it came to my relationship with my sister, of course, I'm not going to have a bad time with her. Of course, we argue sometimes, but we always seem to fix things before we leave or do anything. But there have definitely been times where we've gotten in arguments and just kind of went to sleep and went to work. And you'd never think that this is the last opportunity that you get to say, I love you or I'm sorry. Thankfully, I survived, but it really did kind of bring everything to light that maybe I needed to be a little bit more thankful for the things that I have in my life and that I shouldn't complain so much about the things that I don't have in life. So at the time I was working in a retail job, which I was not very thankful for. I was just like not happy. When it comes to retail, it's extremely hard to stay positive just because you're constantly dealing with people that have negative attitudes and treat you like crap. And it's just like, hey, I'm standing here helping you. Can you please stop treating me like that? So I was letting all of that get to me. And after the car accident, I was just like, wow, I am so lucky to have this job and have a boss that does everything for me and make sure that when I need time off, that I get that time off. And at that time, I'd actually been dealing with having to go back and forth to the doctor's office because I went to get a physical when I turned 30 and they were just like, hey, we found a lump and it could be cancerous. So I ended up having to go to all these doctor's appointments, and I think it was something that was kind of on my mind and really weighing me down at the time. So not only did I crash my car, but I was having to find a car to get me to all the doctor's appointments that I had. So thankfully at that time, my boyfriend Curtis was able to drive me back and forth to things that I needed to get to, and my sister helped me out as well. So I was very thankful that all these people were helping me out in life when something got thrown on my plate that was really just hard to deal with. And honestly, I was actually listening to one of Tony Robbins' books on tape when I was driving, and it was just like this life coaching stuff where it's telling you how positive thinking is important. So when the cop actually got there, he was a little bit rude, but he was like, honestly, you're probably one of the most positive people I've talked to after a car accident. And I was like, honestly, I'm here, I'm alive, I can go out and live another day. Yes, my car is totaled, but honestly, I survived this car accident without a scratch on me. My neck started to hurt a little bit later on that week after the accident, but for the most part, I was completely all right. And I just felt like that was kind of the universe telling me like, hey, you need to learn how to appreciate your life, and there's still tons of good things that I want to do with my life before I'm gone. So I'm definitely making sure that what I'm doing with my time here on this earth actually counts for something. So with my YouTube channel, I love doing these types of videos just because I love opening people's eyes to new experiences and new perspectives, just because I think that's really important. That's why I have people come onto my channel with different backgrounds and different stories than my own, so that I can share those experiences with people that watch my channel. So hopefully you guys are enjoying everything that I'm doing with my channel. I'm definitely putting a lot of my heart into this, and I really hope that it goes somewhere someday. My channel's been doing a lot of growing lately, and I'm really thankful for it, and I'm really thankful for all of the people that are sharing their love with me on my channel. I really appreciate it, and I hope that I'm able to show you guys how much I really appreciate you guys through the stuff that I do across all my different social media platforms. If you haven't already, make sure you go check me out on Instagram and Snapchat. I post a lot of different things on there. I do a lot of Q&As on Instagram and post a lot of silly things on Snapchat. And then I've also got Twitter and Facebook, so if you haven't followed me on any of those, go check them out. I post a lot of different things on those than I do here on YouTube. So hopefully you guys are having a great day, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.